If you're feeling lost in life, stuck, or just don't know where things are going, what you're meant to be doing, you feel confused, alone, or you're going through some really difficult things right now, where there may not be a way out other than going through, and you just have to see it through, then this is for you. If you're comparing yourself to everyone around you, and you don't even know who you are anymore, you're stuck in this loop of trying, quitting, restarting, and still feeling like nothing changes. Or you want to restart and try something, but you don't have a clue how or where to even begin because you don't know what your passions are. You scroll and see people living their best lives, and it just makes you feel worse, because deep down, you don't even know what your best life looks like anymore. You just feel lost. Here's the hard truth. No one can save you without your help. People can support you, they can cheer for you, give advice, offer a hug when you need it, and that's beautiful. We need people. But at the end of the day, the real work of picking yourself back up, that has to come from you. At the end of the day, someone can reach out their hand to help you back up, but you have to grab that hand and pick yourself up, move your legs, and stand back up. People can help, so many people can help, but you are the only one who can actually get yourself back up. All people can do is help. And that doesn't mean you're weak. That makes you powerful, because every time you get back up, even when no one sees it, even when your life is messy and confusing, you are becoming the kind of woman who rebuilds herself. Failure is never the ending. Failure is the progress. Failure is moving forward. It's growth. You learn from the failures. You get back up, try again. Try something different. You grow, you learn, and you become better in every way. Now that said, don't do it completely alone. Look at who you're surrounded by. Are they helping you heal and grow? Or are they keeping you small and stuck? Really take a look at who your friends are. Are you surrounded by people who support your growth, who accept you for who you are now and who you want to become? Or are they pulling you down, stopping you from even trying? Do your friends support your desires to change? Do they honor your boundaries when you say, I need rest, or I'm trying something new? Pay attention to how you feel after you spend time with people. If you feel drained, unseen, like you need a nap, or like you're constantly having to shrink yourself, those aren't your people anymore. Looking at who your friends are and the type of people you surround yourself with brings me on to the next thing, which is your locus of control. Because when you feel lost, it's easy to spiral into what you can't fix. Because it's these areas that you couldn't control that cause the problem. They're the issue, and so all the focus and attention goes there. But what's the point? If you can't control it, then staring at that isn't doing anything. And I say this more to myself than anyone else. So let's come back to what you can control. You might not be able to change your job overnight or solve your problems in one go, but you can wake up, make yourself a good meal, and put on clean, fresh clothes. Clean a small space. You can take 3 deep breaths and decide not to spiral today. You can choose how to respond to someone, or if you're going to respond at all. If you're going to yell, or shout, or give them the silent treatment, or explain your point, validate their feelings and opinions, and then give your own. Even when it comes to things that feel like they're outside your control, you can always control how you react and respond to it. Everything that happens to us is basically just an event. We decide the value we put on it. We can decide if that is a positive thing or a negative thing, and then we decide how we want to respond to it. You can set one small goal and finish it. This is how we rebuild, from the inside out. Tiny acts of self-respect, even when you feel like giving up. We need to find what we can control. It's easy to look at all the things out of our control and cast the blame outside of us. Who doesn't like to do that? But that doesn't help the problem. You're still going to feel stuck or lost or be wherever you are now. If you choose to cast the blame onto someone else, you're essentially giving them the power over you. You're saying they control my happiness and how my life goes. You can't cast that power onto someone else. Give that kind of pressure and burden on someone else, and when they understandably don't meet the expectations, you get upset by it. Instead, find what is in your control. Accept that life isn't fair. It's full of things that will happen that are out of your control, but there are always parts that we can control, and really double down on that. Now, going from picking who your friends are and who you surround yourself with, it's also important to look at what you surround yourself with. If you're consuming content all day, it's so important to look at what content are you consuming. What kind of things are you watching? What is that doing to your brain? What impact is that having on you? Are you feeling low, sad, or empty after watching things on social media or TV? If you are, you need to stop. Your days would be numbered if all you ate all day, every day was junk food and snacks. You wouldn't survive very long until some illness took over, and the time you will survive will be painful and uncomfortable. The same happens when we feed our minds with constant junk food every day. We can't expect to feel good, have a good mood, or make progress in life when the stuff we're consuming is garbage. If you're looking at people on social media and wondering how they have their life together, or wishing you were like them, or waiting for that video to give you the motivation to take action, you're not the only one fooling yourself, but you're feeding into the disease. People only show the good side of themselves on social media. Behind a smiling photo of an influencer, or a family trip, or a friend's day out, there may have been a fight 3 seconds before the camera clicked, or deep insecurities, or passive aggression. Anything could have been behind that picture, but you have no idea. You see all the smiling faces, the aesthetic vlogs, and forget that this was all premeditated. It was all choreographed. The lighting was artificially set up. The position of everything was deliberate. Nothing about the picture was natural or true happiness. Yes, this isn't for all of them, but there are plenty of fake content out there. And you don't have time to waste watching it. How many posts or videos have you watched of couples having an argument, or children crying and parents verbally ripping each other apart? The pile of dirty clothes, the messy rooms, the missed deadlines, the crying themselves to sleep each night, alone, and no one to talk to. We don't see any of that. Instead, the camera is turned to the side, the corner of the room, with the green plant, with the bookshelf, with the pillows and the ring light, and it looks like everything's perfect. Stop consuming garbage every day. Instead, produce the content. Be a creator instead of being a binging consumer. Be a creator. Whether that's creating and putting it out there for the world, or creating something for yourself, or creating new skills within yourself through learning and experiencing. Stop looking at the fake world through the lens of social media and get out there into the real world. Talk to real people, experience real things, and make a real life for yourself. Really look at the people you follow and watch. If they make you feel worse, they make you question things in a bad way, and look at your life in a negative way, unfollow and block that content. You don't need that in your life when you're already figuring out things in such a complicated world. You really have to be in charge of what you feed yourself, the physical nutrients of food, as well as the mental nutrients of your brain. Don't let social media make you continue life on autopilot, just repeating each day the same, doing the same thing, showing up the same every day and not doing anything else. Because someone, somewhere told you, or you internalized at some point in your life that's how it was meant to be. No, it's not. Let me be the one to remind you of that. We all get so focused on happiness and chasing happiness, to the point that therapy is seen as needed if you're not happy. We are becoming a world where we don't want to experience any negative emotions, where experiencing these negative emotions is seen as something wrong, something to fix. But if you don't feel sadness and you don't experience loneliness, you can never truly experience the depth of happiness, joy, fulfillment, and love. You can't have one without the other. You can't experience love and the true meaning of love if you've never experienced what it's like to hate. Like the leader of the Akatsuki from Naruto, Pain said, "Those who do not understand true pain can never understand true peace." There may have been some truth to that. This is just how we are. We never truly appreciate something or truly understand how grateful we should be for something until it's taken away from us. How much more grateful would you be if you woke up tomorrow and lost your hearing? How much more valuable would your hearing be the following day if you woke up and it came back? It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be lost, to be upset, to be overwhelmed. It only becomes a problem when these negative emotions become the norm, becomes us every day and who we are, and when that's all you feel, to the point it gets worse. But chasing constant happiness and expecting no problems or challenges is where social media is deceiving us, because that doesn't exist. Life was not meant to be perfect. If it was, we would all be angels, flawless, perfect, make no mistake, and this world would be heaven. The last one I want to touch on, which is a big factor for leaving you feeling hopeless, lost, stuck, or overwhelmed with life, is going through hardship. You become so focused on the negative things in life, and what happens is we stop seeing the positive. Yes, there are many people who are going through truly horrible, difficult things right now, and I'm not denying that, but there are always positives to look for. Whether that's you being grateful for having food in your life, being able to wake up and know you can eat breakfast, being able to go to bed in a safe place and not be scared you might not survive the night. If it's being around people you truly love. If it's being grateful your body is working another day and is able to help you do what you need. Your arms, your legs, your eyes, your hearing, it's still working for another day. Because we forget about these things. They're not exactly little things, but we have them all the time and we are expecting that they're a given. But truly, when you stop to think, we never earned them. We don't really deserve them because we didn't do anything to get them. They're not even really ours. The people in our lives, the stuff we own, even our own bodies, it's not really our own. It can be taken away from us at any moment. And the end, when we all die eventually, we leave with nothing. So what did we truly have to begin with? We came into this world with nothing, and we leave with nothing. Sometimes it's just remembering that, and realizing maybe we've gotten too attached to this thing, and while it was in our lives, it was the best thing ever. But it got taken away, and we can grieve and mourn. We can still look back at all the times we had with this thing, whether it's a family member, a friend, the loss of a person, or the loss of something material, the loss of your health or wealth. At least we had that time with it. One thing I like to remind myself of, whatever was meant for you will come to you, and whatever wasn't meant for you will never reach you. And you are exactly where you are meant to be right now. This might be the moment that changes you, the moment that teaches you something. This might be the moment that causes you to have that realization, or to learn something new, or learn a new skill. To finally find closure, to finally put the bad thing behind you and start focusing on something else, like your own well-being, your own happiness, your own growth. And this might be the moment where this all begins. And then a few years down the line, things are looking totally different. Things are looking so much more positive. You're experiencing things you never imagined. You're having the connections, the experiences you never thought would happen for you. And it might all start because of this hardship, of this obstacle that you're going through right now, and how you respond to this moment. So know that wherever you are, whatever you're going through right now, it's part of the journey. It's part of the path that you are living. It's your path, no one else's. You get to choose how you go down the path. You can't choose what you'll find along the path, but you can choose how you respond to what you find and what you do with that. These challenges and obstacles you face right now are there to challenge you. They're there to help you grow. Just like you can't be a patient person without being tested past your limits. That's how patience grows. You're being molded and honing your skills through these obstacles. So stay resilient. Keep at it. Keep showing up. It's through these difficult moments, through these life experiences, that you are getting stronger and becoming a better person, and you will find a way out. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Keep going. And until next time, stay intentional, protect your energy, and always show up for you.